Okay, good morning, class. So today we're looking at financial maths. It's actually afternoon, I think. Let's go. We're looking at examples 4, 11 point. Not 1. Where have you been? $11.4. Is that correct? Changing interest rates. Exercise 11.4 is on page 377. This example that we are doing is on page example page 375. So we are told that changing interest rates seldom stays the same over a long period of time. Okay? Any long-term investment will be subjected to an interest rate change at various stages. Okay, so what happens is the interest rate fluctuates. Okay, it goes up a bit. So if you have a bond, okay, and you're paying your home back, the house you bought, okay, and normally you take the bond out over a period of 20 years. So what happens is, depending on the situation of the country, the interest rate might spike, it goes up, okay, because of whatever the reason might be. Political instability, whatever the situation is, okay? Or the exchange rate of dollar to rand, and many things affect the interest rate. So what happens is the interest rate spikes, it goes up. So if it goes up by a certain percentage, say for argument's sake you pay 10,000 rand a month, and it spikes, and it goes up by 0.25%, which seems small, but it will indeed, at the end of the day, you would have to pay more per month on your bond. Okay, so say for argument's sake you're paying 1,000 rand a month, 10,000 rand a month, and the interest rate goes up, you might be paying 1,400 rand, 1,350 rand a month extra. Or the rand gains against the US dollar. Okay, very seldom that's the case, but it happens. And then what happens is your interest rate it decreases. Therefore, your 10,000 rand a month that you are paying, you might be paying 9,600 rand, 9,800 rand a month. You guys understand? So it doesn't stay constant throughout a long period of time. It fluctuates. Okay. It doesn't always go up. It could come down as well, as indicated before. People looking at example 1. Example 1 is on page 375. We are told that 14,000 rand is deposited into a savings account for 7 years. People, what is the 14,000 rand? The P value is deposited into a savings account for 7 years. To any 7. The interest for the first 3 years is 8.5% per annum compounded quarterly. And then it increased to 9.2% per annum compounded monthly. So the I value is changing for the next 4 years. So for 3 years, it's at that interest rate, and the last 4 years is at 9.2% compounded monthly for the remaining 4 years. Calculate the total amount in the savings account at the end of 7 years. Now last year we've dealt with timelines, not so. It's going to be the easiest for these type of questions to draw a timeline. Okay, so I'm going to go straight from the offset into a timeline. So you go T0, the starting time, what happens? They substitute, they deposited 14,000 rand into the savings account for 7 years. So it goes to T7. The interest rate for the first 3 years, so it goes to T3. The interest rate for the first 3 years is 8.5% per annum compounded quarterly, and then changes to 9.2% compounded monthly. You'll note there, in last year we didn't put this here, no? But that is when, remember in our last lesson we spoke about changing compound, or change, the compounding changes. Compounding monthly, quarterly, daily, semi-annually, those are the 4. Not so? So that indicates quarterly and this indicates monthly. If it was 1 over 365, then it would have been compounded daily. If it's 1 over 2, 6 months, semi-annually. Not so. So what we do is, there's two ways of doing this calculation. It's either we break it up, or we do everything in one. I'm going to do both on the first one, and then after I'm going to do only the one with it, which I think is going to be the easier one to do. Okay. So what they do is they say, okay, your A total is going to be P into 1 plus I to the exponent. So your P value is 14,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 4 times. And how many years is this for? 3 years. Okay, this is actually A1. So how many A formula are you going to have? 2. So let's pull up the calculator. Please do not do this in your head. It's 14,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 3. Giving an answer of 18,000. 18,000 and 18 Rand and 26 cents. But what happens thereafter? What happens thereafter? So this is the amount lying here. So that is now the principal for the last 4 years. That's the amount that's going to be considered invested for 4 years. You see that, people? So the second A formula, A2 is equal to 18,018 Rand and 26 cents into 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 4. That's your A total. Okay. This is the answer, which is the 18,018 Rand and 26 cents into 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 4. Gives you 25,997 Rand and 3 cents. Okay? Did the answer in the book? So that's one way. Well, this is the method I will be implementing. I'll start off again with the formula. A is equal A total. The final amount we're going to strip is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent. Why that formula? Because it's compound. Okay? So what I do is I take the 14,000 Rand, and the 14,000 Rand will go up until T3. Okay? And then that amount is then going to gain an interest to T7. You see that, people? It will only be grounded once there's a change in interest rate. Okay? Otherwise, if the interest rate was constant, I would have taken it till the end. Doesn't matter what other variation happens on the line. Okay? So your A total now is going to give us P, which is 14,000 Rand, into 1 plus I, 0,085 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 3. As you can see, it's for 3 years. So that is that part of the calculation. Whatever this answer is here must be multiplied by this interest factor. Can you see that? So this is what is your P value now. Can you see that? This now must be multiplied by 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 4. As you can see, that is for 4 years. Okay. So let's do that calculation. That is 14,000 into 1 plus 0,085 over 4, the exponent 4 times 3 multiplied by 1 plus 0,092 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 4. The same answer of 25,000 and 25,997 rand 3 cents. And this is the method I will be applying. Okay? Is there any confusion? Any confusion? Any questions? Look at example 2. Example 2 is on page 376. We are told that 92,000 rand is invested for 6 years. So what do we do? Times 9. T0 is 92,000 rand. Invested for 6 years. Takes you to T6. The interest rate is 9% per annum compounded annually for the first 2 years. So that takes you to T2. What's your interest rate? 0,09 or 9% compounded annually. So that will be 1 over. You see that? It then increases to 10.5% per annum compounded monthly for the next 3 years. So that takes you to T5. 10% per annum, so 0,105 compounded monthly. So it's 1 over 12. What's wrong, Zabzi? Sorry? Annually. So it is compounded once per year. This is compounded 12 times per year. You understand? And the interest rate during the last year, which takes you to there, is 12% per annum compounded daily. So it will be 0,12 into 1 over 365. You understand? But that's it semi-annually, I would have put it over 2. But that's it quarterly, I would have put it over 4. You guys understand? Calculate the total accumulated, so the amount altogether, at the end of 6 years. So where do we go? Can I take 92,000 all the way to the end? No, the interest rate has changed. So A total is P into 1 plus I to the exponent. So what happens to the 92,000 first? You gain an interest of 9% compounded yearly. So I take a till B. You see that, people? So what's going to be? 92,000 rand into 1 plus 0,09 over 1. I don't need to write that. 0,09 to the exponent 2 times 1, which is 2. Can you see that, people? What happens now? Then I'm going to take to the next part. So this is the principal now, not so, which must be multiplied by 1 plus 0,105 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3. As you can see, it's for 3 years. You guys understand that? So now this whole thing here, this whole answer is the principal at this point now. You see that? What happens is you're going to throw in interest now for how many years? 1 year. So that's going to be into 1 plus 0,12 over 365. And that's the exponent 365 times 1. You see that is 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 2 is 6. And there's your 6 years. Alright, you guys understand? From here, you need to put in the calculator. 92,000 into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 2 into 1 plus 0,105 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3 into 1 plus 0,12 over 365 to the exponent 365 times 1. You didn't have to put that in there. You get an answer of 168,000 637 rand 95. Nothing Billy, you okay? Even if you don't like this method, no problem. What you do is, you say A1 is equal to 92,000 rand into 1 plus 0,09 over 1 to the exponent 2 times 1. You work that out. I don't like seeing Rathin Billy so upset. Okay, so what do we get? 92,000 into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 2 gives us 109,305 comma 2 cents. Okay, so what happens now? This is your p-value there now. So for the second A formula, A2 is going to be 109,305 comma 2 cents into 1 plus. What's your interest rate? 0,105 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3. So that answer is not 2 cents, no? That's actually 20 cents. But anyway, answer into 1 plus 0,105 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 3. Why could I just written 36? Excuse me? 149,000. That's 149,000. 571, comma 39 cents. So that is the amount lying here now. Can you see that? Then you say A3 is equal to 149,571,39 into 1 plus the interest factor, which is 0,12 over 365. 365 times 1. So answer into, open brackets, 1 plus 0,12 over 12, no, 365, sorry, to the exponent 365 times 1. Give you the answer that we have initially, not so, which is 168,637 and 95 cents. Is that better, Ratibile? Ratibile says that is better. Isn't that one? Okay, but everybody is different, eh? If you're that kind of girl that wants to go all the way, no problem. You want the shortcut? Okay. There are some people who find that more understandable. Okay. But over the years, I just find that learners will get the answer better quickly like this. Okay. Lisa Kanya, Diva, Nick, Michael. Open your eyes. Is that the massage parlor? Right. People think, what is happening at the school? Right. People, with that you should be able to do exercise 11.4. You can do the odd numbers for me, okay? The full lesson can be found in the description box below.